having some issues. I'm not sure why, but it's just not, it's not working very well today, but that's okay. So this is what we're going to use. Hang on, I'm just talking to Carrie. All right, so I think it's good right now. All right. The recording has been started, it says, so it's actually working. So this is just super, super pretty paper, Divine Collection, fabulous Jody Lee. She is just absolutely awesome, awesome. So we'll be using that. We'll be using these fabulous clocks, and this item is 563929. But if you want to know the item numbers, just check the Live with Prima blog. If you can, Carrie, if you can put the Live with Prima website, all the items are listed right on there. Okay, so I'll put that down for 1 second, and then the other things that we're going to use is Cement Green and Cocklebell Corals, which is Magicals by Lindy Stamp Gang. So we'll use that with modeling paste, and I'll show you guys how to use that. Really, really fun stuff. And I'm actually going to go through the materials as we go along with the project, because I think that's easier for me, okay? If that's okay with you all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this canvas. This canvas is approximately, let's measure it so that if you guys want to go out and get it, you can get it at any art store. It's about 6 by 5 3/4. Like, it's not quite 6 by 6. It's kind of an odd shape, but anyhow, I think it's supposed to be square, but it's not. Okay, so what we're going to do, you can hear the phone on my desk. I'm sorry, I have it on vibrate. So what we're going to do is we're just literally going to cut it right in half. Okay, so I'm going to take my beautiful Prima craft tool, which cuts through anything. Okay, and we're going to cut it right in half, just like so. Really, really easy. You're just going to have to go in from here. Just like that. We're going to butcher it up. That's all you need to do, is just butcher it up. Okay? And then this is technically going to go nestle right into the canvas. Okay? So that it fits right in there. So this, after, you can either paste this up, or you can just, you know, cut it up, or whatever you want to do with it. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to take my chalk ink. So give me 1 second. Check it on the side. I was actually prepared, and then I moved them to be more prepared. I use them on another project. What we're going to do is we're going to use our pastel peach, and we're just going to ink this up. We don't need to paint it or do anything like that. We just need to paint this up with a little bit of the chalk ink, just to give it a little bit of shabby chic color. These are those beautiful pastel chalk inks by Ingvild. And I know the lighting is a little bit off, so it's probably hard to tell that it's peach, but trust me, it's peach. Because if the purpose of the canvas is that if I don't cut it up, then it's going to be a little bit too high. And I actually kind of wanted it to be a little bit nestled in and to give it a little bit more form. So that's why I did it on the canvas. You don't have to do it on the canvas. You can just decorate this piece, but it's really flimsy and thin. And so when it's on here, it's really nice and thick. So it acts as a little bit of a better surface for me to use on a coffee table or something like that. Okay, so that's really the purpose of it. That's about it. And so I'm going to go ahead and you can use hot glue. You can use whatever you want. I like to use like zip dry or Fabri-Tac or something of that sort. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit on the bottom here. And not too much in the middle. And right now I'm just using zip dry, and it'll work really, really well. And I'm just going to nestle it right in there. And I'm just going to give it a moment and just press a little bit. Can everybody see me okay? Thanks, Sharon. Hi, Sharon. How are you? Okay, so Fabri-Tac works really great. I kind of ran out of the Fabri-Tac, so I'm using Zip Dry, which is just as good. I absolutely love it. All right, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take, we're going to do the next step in decorating the outer edges of our canvas that looks like this, okay? And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take some sea mint green, which is right here, Magicals. And these Magicals are so, so fabulous. You only need a tiny little bit. And what they are is they are a textile dye ink and shimmer together. And so it's really, you really only need a little bit. And you're going to take modeling paste. I use Liquitex modeling paste. But by all means, you can use any other brand that you prefer. That's just what I use. So I'm going to take some, okay, and I'm going to grab a generous amount because I have to do the sides of the canvas. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this up, and I may need to add, look, okay, did you guys see that it was kind of yellowy? And you'll see it'll change color. It'll actually go into a sea mint green. So it's just like magic, which is so, so fabulous. And you only add a little bit because it's such concentrated color. And so if you start small, like with small little bits, and you want to go darker, that's better than going dark and, you know, getting it a little bit too dark. You can add a little bit more later, right? It's better to start light than to start dark. So can you guys see how it's green, or does the light not show it? It's probably a little bit white on the light. Okay, next, I'm going to grab my fabulous Prima screen. As you can see, it's very well used. Can you see that? And sometimes I am, you know, a little bit forgetful, just a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to, oop, this is coming off. That's okay. We'll add a little bit more Zip Dry later, and we'll put that on. Let's do this first. I'm just going to go ahead and grab my modeling paste and grab my stencil. Make sure it's really down. I actually have it the wrong way. There we go. And I'm going to apply this just like so. Make sure it's really nice and tight so that it does not lift on you. Okay. Just like that. And just get the edges really nicely. Okay, just like that. Fabulous. Look how wonderful that is, right? Carrie, the recording is good. I just checked. And then we're going to do that again on all sides. Okay, and we're going to lift. And don't worry about those little pieces that are hanging. You can just grab it with your finger. Okay. Is Ustream being funky tonight? Great. Just what I want to hear. And so here you have to be really careful, because if you put it down, you're going to swoosh your project. So you can lay it down, or you can just hold it really tight. And do that while you're holding it. Just make sure you don't paste it down, because you're going to get your project all mucked up. So what I'm going to do so that I can put it down and dry it, I'm going to do these three sides and give them a quick heat set, because it takes like no time for these to dry. And I can answer any questions. Any questions, anyone? Okay, thank you. This mask is awesome. This beautiful damask. I know, Ustream can be a pain sometimes. So it doesn't really take that long to dry. It's almost dry actually. It's pretty fast, especially if you do thin layers. Then I mean, look how gorgeous that is. Can you guys see the green? It's so pretty. And I know that I mixed Magicals by Lindy Stamp Gang, and they're this one that I mixed is called Cement Green. Okay. Hello, Eileen. How are you? And I'm just using my Ranger Heat tool, which is nice and quiet. Sometimes I use my other one, and you need more? Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Okay. So the reason I want to give it a really good heat set is because I'm adding a little bit of distress paints and a little bit of water. So I just want to make sure that my, it's really set in. So these are Lindy Stamp Gang Magicals and Cement Green. Yes. Like sea, like, let me show you. Like the sea, like the beautiful sea. Can you guys see that? I don't know. The camera doesn't focus very well, but it's like the sea. S-E-A. Make sense? Okay. And then the next thing is what I want to do is I just want to do the last side. Okay, since that's dry, then it's easier for me to just put that down and apply the last coat on the last side. Okay, and I'm going to do that, and I do that fairly generously, and I can take some off, really easy to take off. And then, whoa, I just flicked some modeling paste somewhere, and then just lift. Isn't that stunning? I just love that look, and it's such an easy look it's such an easy thing to achieve. So by all means, try this out, and you'll love the Lindy Stamp Gang Magicals because they're so much fun to play with modeling paste. There you go. See, mint, like mint. Do I have an accent? Sharon, it's mint, like minty fresh. Cement green? Oh my gosh. I think I'm dying of laughter right now. Oh, that is so funny. All right. This is just about dry, and we can go ahead and there you go. Sharon got it. All right, I think I'm good with that. All right, so we're gonna leave this off for a moment, and we'll just focus on the sides right now, just so that we get that done, and then we can go ahead and we'll dress up the box. Okay. And the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to take, oh look, I got it all over my fingernails, is I'm actually going to take a little bit of I love, sorry about the shaking, I love these antique linen distress paints. They're just, or all the distress paints are just fabulous. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to prep a little bit on my dish here, and then I'm just going to apply just a little bit on the sides, not too much, just like daubing it. Okay, and it's just going to give it a little bit of color, just a little bit. And it's really light, so it is hard to see. So it's not like you're going to be like, oh, I can see the color. No, you probably can't. It's very, very light. And I'm just applying just a little bit. It's like super creamy, okay? And I'm going to do that just like that. And then the next one that I'm going to grab is I'm going to grab a little bit, you like the shaking sound? And then the broken china. Okay, I love these distress paints, and I'm just going to apply just a little bit, like right there, because you're going to see why. Okay, just a little bit like this. Just wait. So Magicals, so here's a question, right? Or here's an answer for y'all. Magicals are not like perfect pearls. The reason for that is Magicals are actually a textile dye ink, whereas perfect pearls are not a textile dye ink. They're just mainly a shimmer. So Magicals are a like a permanent ink with a shimmer in them. So it's like a two-tone effect, if you will. Does that make sense? So hopefully that answers it for you. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to grab some water. Okay, so you're just going to get a little thing of water. And I probably should use, let's see, I'm going to use one of these guys just for fun so that I don't get it everywhere. And I'm just going to spray, and what you're going to notice is, look how gorgeous that is. It's going to start running down, okay, which is the effect, and you want kind of that drippage, okay? Because these paints are water-based, you're going to get that beautiful drippage through the stencil. Okay, that's why you only needed a little bit. And you're going to have the cream and the blue kind of mixing together. So pretty, and just letting it drip. Okay. Just like that. Did I answer the question? Hopefully I answered the question. Okay, and then last side, just like that. I know the lighting is a little bit off, and I'm sorry about that. Is that a little bit better? Hopefully. And then I just want those stark little lines to just come off, so I'm just going to add a little bit more water and allow it to drip. Okay, so this is kind of how it turned out. I'll show you all the sides. See how that one's a little bit dark? I'm okay with that because when it dries, it's not going to be that dark. So it's quite pretty, right? Yeah, it's a really cool and easy effect, right? So then I'm just going to go ahead and give this a heat set so that it's nice and set. And you don't want it, you know, you don't want it too dark. So if you want to add a little bit more blue because you're more of a blue person, by all means, add some blue. If you're more of a green person, add some green. There's all different colors of paint in the distress paints, but I know that these two in particular really match the Divine collection, which is why I use them. I know, Broken China is fabulous. Yes, Broken China was the color that I used. I'm just going to dry some of that off with my towel because I don't actually need it to be totally soaking wet. So taking some of that moisture with the towel does help dry it a little bit quicker. Miss Tanya Gibbs, how are you? Mrs. Sorry. Mrs. Yeah, Broken China is blue. And just watch, because if you didn't dry the modeling paste really well, before you added the water, it is going to get a little bit soft, so you do want to give it a little bit of a heat set so that it doesn't get, this is kind of the boring part, watching me dry, so if you have any questions, ask me now, because the next part gets busy and then I don't look up as much. Thank you. Mama Tiffy, how are ya? Just making sure this is really nice and dry. Hello, Babu. It's a dog commercial. I should grab my other heat gun. It's way faster. Hello, Riti Podar. Okay. Okay, I think it's pretty good. I just wanted to make sure it's really nice and dry. Can we still see me okay? All right. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to go ahead now and take my my other, where did it go? Do I seriously lose everything I have today? Yes, I have. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pastel pink chalk ink, and I'm just going to give it a little bit of, this is very light pink, like super shabby pink, so you can barely see it, but it gives it a little bit of an extra color. So just very lightly dab it, not too much. Can you guys see that? Isn't that pretty? So, so pretty. And so just like so, it just gives it that extra oomph. Umphy, umphy. That's all it does. Just a little oomph. And mine is like so ready to retire because, you know, I've used it on about 100 projects, but that's okay. It's like the Energizer Bunny. It just keeps inking. That's what's so fabulous about these chalk inks. It's like, I swear, they never die. All right. Just like that. Just as simple as that, you guys. Okay, look how gorgeous that is. Can you guys even see that? Yes? Okay. The softness of the pastels is awesome, and it still adds a whole lot of loveliness. So we're going to go ahead and actually adhere this. And I'm actually going to use maybe a little bit of sequin tape to hold it down, just because I'm finding that it's taking a little bit to dry, which sometimes it does that. So no big deal. We're just going to apply a little bit of this down and give it a little help. Okay. And I do add a little bit of the liquid glue as well. I don't usually use this. I do usually use actually Fabri-Tac. And for canvas, Fabri-Tac is actually really fabulous. But like I said, when you're creating a million projects, you run out. Because for some reason in my house, I swear, it evaporates faster than I can use it. It's like water here, I swear. What comes out of the tap is Fabri-Tac in my house. That's how much I use it. So I'm applying it just like so. And you know what the best thing is the awesome, this tool right here to take out the sequin tape is wicked. Wicked, wicked. I don't think you can refill the chalk inks, but oh my goodness, they last better than any chalk inks I have ever had in my entire life. I absolutely love them. Everybody knows that I've loved them even before I was on with Prima. So that is pretty awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and nestle it right in there. Okay, so now that's going to stay pretty nice. Really easy, right? So just like so. Oh, come on, stay in there. There we go. So just, you really like got to get right in there because there's the wood canvas there. So it just kind of, there we go. Now, what's next? The next thing that we are going to do is we already did the sides. So now let's do the inside of the box. So you have some options here for the inside of the box. The inside of the box can be done with photos. So you can go ahead and print your photos really small, but I didn't do that. So I'm actually going to use this fabulous paper, which has all the beautiful little squares. Like, look at those gorgeous images, right? And these are, again, from the Divine Collection, and the actual paper is called Chanson, which is 950453. Ava, you need to go because I'm doing a show. Bye-bye. Run upstairs or you're going to get in trouble right now. You can't paint right now. I'm doing a show. If you don't go upstairs right now, you're going on a timeout. 1, 2, 3, go. Run. Then ask Hannah to help you. Sorry, you guys. Okay, so what I've done is I've actually cut those little squares into even smaller squares because this, you have to cut them to fit this, which is, the squares are about just over 1.5 inches. Okay, so you'll have to cut them 1.5 by 1.5. And so you can go ahead and kind of place them in there. And you'll find that some of them are a little bit smaller or bigger than others. Like this one will fit in here just fine, but then there's others that won't. So if they don't quite fit, just go ahead and give them a quick trim. For those of you that know me, I am so not the best measurer, but I can trim straight. So there we go. They just needed a little trimming. Oh, look at that. Just on the other side as well. So just on the top here, just a little trim. Okay. Just like that. Okay. And they fit right in. I might have to do that with all of them. That's okay. Just give them a little trim. until they kind of fit right in, because you won't be able to see the edges if they're not quite perfect, because you're going to embellish this puppy so much anyway that it's not really going to matter. We're actually going to stick this right here. So cute, the little fairy. And you know what? You don't even have to put any glue. They just sit right in. They're not going anywhere. I promise you. Apparently, I cannot measure very well because none of these fit, which is absolutely hilarious. Talk about prepping for the show. Okay, and just get them to fit right in. Can you guys see so far? Let me show you so far, right? Super cute. What's going at warp speed? I'm going at warp speed? Yeah, right. Just like so. And then I absolutely love this bird. So stinking cute. Jody Lee did such a fabulous job with this collection. Like, oh my goodness. Absolutely one of my faves for sure. It's a must-have. You came and left, Tiffy. How come, honey? I miss you. Okay. Almost done. Oh, just trim a little bit more. Look at these birds. Aren't they super cute? Super duper cute. Check out this cute little Eiffel Tower. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. Oh, the chat's going Mach speed? Yeah, because I'm like, I ain't going to Mach speed. Trust me. I feel like I'm like at a snail's pace at the moment. I feel like I'm on a time constraint. All right, there we go. Oh, we have one more. We need one more. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Okay, let's see. Let's do, there's so many beautiful images. Look at this cute little one. I love this one. So sweet. Let's see. Oh, wow, we really need to trim it up. Do you guys notice how I'm so not being perfect and they fit just perfectly and you can't even tell? That's like the best part. For all of you non-perfectionists, this is awesome, right? You guys know I don't measure anything. Look at that. Let me show you. How quick and fast was that? Okay, super duper cute. Wow, it's 3 a.m. in the UK. Now that is some serious dedication, my friend. Thank you so much for watching the show. Okay, I'm just going to get this a little bit closer. Okay, there we go. And the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take some of our embellishments. So I'm going to pull this out. And the first one that we're going to use is because what we're going to do is we're going to do this part right here. Okay, and so I'm going to put this box right in front of me so that I can see what I'm actually doing. So the first thing that we want to do, actually no, I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna do one thing first. Is I'm actually going to do the little clock piece. So we're gonna take. I'm gonna show you how to a really cool embossing technique. So we're gonna take these fabulous little clocks that I showed you earlier. So we can do this one as well. We're going to take. I'm just grabbing it. We're going to take the fabulous Vintage Trinkets, these cute little Vintage Trinkets. They're old, 930035. Okay, just like so. Okay, we're going to take this one out. And we're going to take the stupendous Shabby Chic White Embossing Enamel. Okay, so we're going to take these two things. And I'm actually going to take a heat-resistant mat so that I don't burn this black mat, because I'm a little bit afraid that that will happen. So I'm just going to move this off to the side. This is a really cute little funky technique. Okay, just like that. And I'm going to take some embossing ink just in case. Now for the clock, I am going to take some embossing ink. So there's no real new technique. And I just about broke it, by the way. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to add, I need a little piece of paper. Just a little piece of paper. Where can I have this paper? Right here. Rip it from my notebook, just a moment. Okay, so I'm going to grab a little bit of paper and I'm going to dump a little bit just on the sides there. This is really chunky stuff, okay? And I'm just going to dump some off, not too much. And it's got like shimmer and enamel, which is really, really funky. And I just dropped half of it on the thing, which is no big deal. And I'm just going to take my heat gun and heat this puppy up really quick. And you'll see in a moment, it creates this really shabbiness, like this one right here. Can you guys see that? How shabby that is? But you really got to heat it up because it's very chunky monkey. And you can see it really melt in a moment. And it's like, it bubbles and it's just so pretty. I'll show you in a moment. Here we go. Can you guys see that? Look how shimmery that is. Love it. Okay, so there's that. Now, the other really cool technique that I'll show you right now is, this is really, really cool. So if you heat this up and you get it really nice and hot, okay, and just watch yourself, like don't burn your fingers. You gotta, and you can do this with metal, okay? The brand name, this is Stupendous Shabby White Embossing Enamel. Okay. You get this really nice and hot. Please don't burn your houses, okay? I'm just saying. Once it's really, really nice and hot, you can go ahead and start dumping some of this, and some of it will actually start to melt all on its own. And I'm going to show you that right now. Watch. I'm going to grab it with my scissors. Do you guys see that? How it melted all on its own? Like how stinking cool is that? You don't have to add anything. So I'm just going to turn it to the side, heat it up again. And by the way, the stuff on the mat, it just flakes off with a little knife. So get the metal really nice and hot again. And you can use this with Lindy Stamp Gang embossing powder too. It's really, really funky. And then you can go ahead and dump some more in, and you'll see it just totally melt right in front of your eyes. It is so, so cool, you guys. Do you guys see that? And now you have a super little shabby brad. Like you couldn't get funkier than that. Super easy technique, right? All right. You can't say you didn't learn something on Limor's show. All right. Now my job is done. Okay, so now you can go home now. Just joking. All right. So let's put that aside. And I'm going to bring this puppy back and this puppy back. And I'm going to grab, I'm going to put that off to the side. And I'm going to grab my blue little chalk ink, which is turquoise stone. And I'm just going to add a little bit of blueness to the clock, just for fun, because I want to. Okay. Just because I want to. And then I'm just going to add, we're going to start embellishing. We're going to turn it to the proper side. And I'm just going to add a little bit of glue right here. Oops, there it comes out. Okay, and I'm just going to add this guy right there. Oh, needs a little bit more on the side here. And maybe on the bottom, just so that it sticks. And I got my nails done, and they're not quite my size. So I'm having a little bit of a harder time grabbing things. Okay, but see that? Let me show you so that you can kind of see it. So it's just kind of standing up, just like so. Okay, let it sit for a moment until it dries up. I want to see if my, I'm going to put my Fabri-Tac down a little bit, because I find that the Fabri-Tac for this kind of stuff works just a little bit better, but there's just not much in here. So I'm just going to let it sit like this for a moment, and hopefully we'll have some for the rest of the show. Okay, we'll set that on the side right there. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my fabulous Shabby Chic Treasures by Ingvild. And these are so, so pretty. This one is, it's called Del Art 891466. And I'm going to pull this one out because this is the one that I used. And just when you pull these out, you guys, I just want to let you know, a lot of people have said that when they pull these off, some of the corners break off. Just watch. Don't grab them from the corners and then pull. Try to get your fingers like right in there and then grab from the middle, and then you'll find that they just snap off. Okay, so just a little tip, and then you won't have that issue. So just a little Limor tip. Because I know it's happened to me before, but that's because I was being a little bit careless. So I'm going to go ahead now, and I'm just going to add a little bit of fabric check. See, there's almost like nothing left. Okay, and I'm just going to add a little bit on the sides right there because they're going to sit right on the, it's going to sit right on the edge there. Okay, just like so. I'm going to sit it right there. Can everybody see okay? Aren't these so shabby? Shabby to the chicness, baby. Shabby to the chicness. I'm going to take a little bit of my blue and I'm going to give them a little bit of an ink up. Just to soften, just to give it a little bit of color. Ooh, I got a little bit too much. If you get a little bit too much, these are chalks. You can actually go ahead and take your finger or a paintbrush and just rub a little bit. And what you'll notice is that they'll just soften right up. And I'll just give you a quick look so you can see. Right? Super shabby chicness, right? And what do we have next? The next thing, sometimes I get annoyed of my own voice. Do you guys ever get that? I think that happens to teachers. They get annoyed with their own voice because they talk too much. Maybe it's because I'm a mom and a teacher. It's like, I just want to tell myself to shush. Okay. What we want to do next is we want to add the ribbon. Now, this is my absolute favorite ribbon in the entire world. I hope Prima never stops making it, and it's 545505. It is so ridiculously fabulous. Look at it. Gorgeous, right? And we're going to wrap it all around our box, and I am going to try and use the Fabri-Tac as much as I can. Let's see what's left. And I'm just going to put some right there. Okay, I should have done this maybe before, but that's totally okay. And I'm just going to put the cap back on so that I can kind of sit facing down. And I'm just going to add it right there. Okay, just like so. And then we're going to cut it right there. I love my Fisker scissors. They're my favorite scissors on the planet, and they're the best fussy cutting scissors also. And so in order for the little beautiful things to kind of pop up, I just take my little knife, right? Do you see that? And just pop them up. If you want them tucked under, tuck them under, but that's how you kind of pop them up. So pretty. Can you guys see that? Shabbiness. Okay. And I'm going to do that to all the edges. How am I for time, Carrie? What am I at? I think I'm doing good. I timed myself when I did this project, which is not my usual style. So I'm really hoping I'm on time. On track, I should say. All right. Just like so. I am not selling my lace, dudes. Don't even try. This is like, my lace is, you know, it's like sacred, especially this one. I'm like, it's like, if the world ends, I'm taking this lace with me. That's how much I love it. You know when you have that one item that you are just so freakishly in love with? Well, this is the one. This is the one. You can steal anything in my craft room, but don't steal this lace. That's all I'm going to say about that, okay? Okay. Just like that. I know I should hoard it, right? But no, I like it so much I need to use it. I'll leave like 1 yard when the spool is down to 1 yard. I'll just make sure that I, you know, I don't use all of it. Okay. It's just like that. Fabuloso. I'm so glad a little bit of the Fabri-Tac is working. Can you guys see that? Isn't that super cute? What do you mean you're keeping this box? What do you think? You're getting this box, Mr. Franco? Okay. Now what do we got to do? Now we got to put on our beautiful little piece right here, our little bird cage that we had done earlier. And I am going to use the Fabri-Tac because it is really strong. Some people really like to use, what is that stuff called? That E6000 or 3000 or a million? I don't know what the heck it's called. Anyway, that stuff makes me really ill. So I don't use it. I know it's good for metal, but it kind of makes me throw up. So I haven't used it. So I just use Fabri-Tac because it works and it's awesome. Okay, so do that. Put that right in the middle. And then if you are a vintage trinket junkie like I am, you're going to love this. This is from the collection. Let me show you. Super cute, right? There's that cute little Eiffel Tower. And like, look at the little flapper girl. She's so cute. So there's all these little adorable things. So we can go ahead and use the little Eiffel Tower. I'm going to take that out. And the item number for this is 563530. 563530. And we're just going to go ahead and put this little guy right in the middle. Just like so. Just a little bit of glue. And right in the middle, right there. Ta-da. Okay. Now, once you're done that, you're going to take, I'm just trying to find it so that I can show you. You're going to take this paper right here. And what's so pretty about it, this one is called the Canzone from the Divine Collection, 950415. And you're going to take these little banners and you're going to fussy cut them out. Because you guys know me, I'm a fussy cutter. So I've already gone ahead and done that so that you're not painfully watching me fussy cut anything. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply it right here. So I'm going to apply them right there. Because if you painfully watch me fussy cut, you might shoot me. It's just not that fun to watch someone fussy cut. Maybe you like it. I don't know. But I'm just going to go ahead and add that right there. Just like so. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing, and I'm going to add this one right here. Okay? And think that, you know, you can put your cute, you can go to the printers and have them print your photos in the tiny little squares, and you can add them right into the box. Like, how cute and fun would that be, right? That would be such a cute little idea. Just saying. Just giving you some advice. I could have done that, but I wanted to replicate the box just as I made it the first time around. All right, so now what we can go ahead and do is start doing our little flower arrangement. Okay, so I'm going to put this ribbon off to the side, and I'm going to take several different flowers, and I'll show you the flowers that we're going to use and some of the shabby chic treasures that we'll use. All right, so the shabby chic treasures that we're going to use are the cutest little birds. I love these. They're 890773. Look how gorgeousness they are, and I use them right up here on the canvas. So we'll be using that one, and then we're going to be using from the Divine Collection. It's called Divine Collection 565282. And, oh, this is the same one. And then this one is 564483, which is the beautiful vines, okay? And you get more than this, but I use the other part on the package. And we're going to use these fabulous cradle robin nests, which are 552879. And by the way, if you are wanting these, all the items that I'm naming off right now, go to the Live with Prima site, and there's the list of supplies, okay? So if you don't catch them during the show, just check out the Live with Prima site, and Carrie can go ahead and post the link so you guys can go and check that out. And then last but not least, I'm going to be using the Vine from the Divine collection, which is 565299. All right. So here we go. Are you ready for this? Sorry. Okay. I promise I won't sing anymore. What we're going to do is we're going to take this little thing apart. And what I love to do, which I know you guys will hate me for this, because I know some of you hate it when I cut, is I'm going to take this lovely one right here, and I'm going to cut her right off. Just right off. Cut her right off. And then I'm going to take my vine, just like that. Oops. It's like bending it. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. There we go. And this puppy, I am also going to cut right off, because that's just what I do. Okay, just like that. Oh. There we go. We're going to cut that off. And we are going to, where's the other piece? Oh, here it is. And we're going to use this guy that's left over right here. This is from the last piece. I'm going to cut this one right off and this one right off. Just like that. And we're going to use this. We're going to actually bend this just like so. So one goes up, the other one goes down, and we're going to place it right here. Okay. So we're going to take the fabric tack. I'm going to move this off so that you guys see what I'm actually doing. Fabric tack, just like that, and we're gonna just hold it down for a moment, and it's gonna get covered by a beautiful flower right here, which is the beautiful flower that we just cut. And what you want to do is you also want to go ahead and cut that little stem. You don't need that, so could have done that earlier. Okay, so I'm just going to apply that right there. And some of the flowers sometimes get a little bit squished in packaging, so you can go ahead and just fluff them up. Sometimes that happens. Okay, just like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and take these guys right here, but I'm going to take these guys right here. And I'm going to take the blue little flower. You know what? As soon as I open flowers, I swear it's like my desk all of a sudden looks like it exploded. Does that happen to anybody? It's the funniest thing. Okay, and then I'm going to tuck this one right underneath. Okay, and I'm going to show it to you in just a moment so that you can see. Can you guys see that? Really cute, right? Adorable, adorable. All right. Now that we've got this little guy, now we can kind of play with the little branches, and that's like my favorite part, is just being able to play. So what you're going to do with this guy is actually you're going to take this guy and intertwine it. This is going to be like a little bit tricky, but you're going to kind of intertwine it into the other vine so that it looks like they're part of the same. Okay, makes sense? You're going to play with it until you make them part of the same vine. Do you see that? Right? Isn't that pretty? Okay, so now it's really easy to go ahead and actually put it down on the box. Now when you do that, you're still going to kind of move things around, because what you want to do is you want to make room for your nest. So before you place anything down, you kind of want to play with them. And so I have some blue ones here, and I am going to tone them down in a little bit. But I think I'm going to tuck this one kind of, I'm going to move this, because this is wire, you can really move this around, which is so much fun. And you can kind of tuck this, so this one's going to be tucked underneath right here, okay, just like so. And then I'll glue it in a moment, but I just want to play with it first. And then what I want to do is I want to take one of my blue flowers, where to go, right here. And this one's kind of going to sit right here, I think. And we're going to move this one out. And then the bird, I think, is going to sit like on one of the branches right up there. Okay, we're going to have this one tucked in up there. So we're going to move this out right there. And this one out just a little bit so that the bird can kind of sit there. Okay, so just like that. So now I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. All right, so I'm going to pull this off now because I know actually where everything goes. And I can start applying a little bit of the glue. And like I said, I am kind of running out, so be patient, my friends. Be patient. Okay. And we're going to tone this down a little bit because as you can see, the yellow is a little bit bright. But do not fret, my friends. Do not fret. Okay, and just play with this. And if you want to cover some of this stuff up, you can go ahead and like cut these little pieces off right there. That's totally fine. Just hold it tight for a moment until it's kind of stuck down and you should be just fine. Okay. Prima magic. Yeah. It's magic, all right. You add Prima flowers to anything, and I swear your project will look like magic. Okay. This needs a little bit more glue. This one's coming off, so I'm just going to add a little bit of glue right there. And your fingers from this project, your fingers will more than likely look like this. Yes, that is a guarantee. That is a total guarantee. And if you're okay with that, we're okay with that. You're okay, we're okay. Okay, so I'm just holding it down. Just give it a minute because it takes a little bit for it to just kind of hang on to the box. And because I don't have that much, I'm trying to be as, you know, just trying not to waste it all. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the beautiful little nest. Come on, baby, come out, come out. I feel like there should be a commercial. It's like water. Okay, we're using the zip dry. It's not as strong for this, but we'll see how this works. We'll check it out. We'll check it out. Okay, just like that. It might come off, but there's not much I can do right now. We're live. This is the issues that happen live. Okay, so just like that. And where did my little blue flower go? I lost it. Here it is. And I'm going to add this little puppy. This little puppy will go like right there. Right there. Okay, little puppy. You stay right there. Don't you move, okay? Yeah, I talk to my flowers. I'm kind of different. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this little birdie, our little chubby birdie. He's so cute. Such a little chubster. But he's adorable. Oops. Come on, little. And these guys, you have to be careful. Don't rip the tail off. Okay? And we're going to go ahead and just kind of add him like right there. So we're going to add a little bit of glue to the tail, a little bit of glue to the body. And how easy is that? He just sits like right like that. Okay? Just like so. And what we want to do is we want to go ahead and grab our little chalk ink, just like we did with the bottom one. And I just go ahead with my finger and I rub away. Okay? And then it just kind of gives it a beautiful little shabbiness. And I'm just going to turn it around so you can see. Adorable, right? Super easy. And then, last but not least, actually there's a couple little things. This, I also want to use this one, and I just kind of want to tuck it underneath. So you can play with it. You can kind of cut some of that piece off if you wish. But it's like a little vine coming out. You can use it or not. It's really up to you. I kind of like it. I don't know. Maybe we can have it come down here or not use it at all. I don't know. It's just an extra. Now we'll leave it. We'll leave it for now because we don't need it. It's just an extra piece. All right. Last but not least, what you want to do is, you know what? I love this thing. I love this to use as ribbon. It's like I can't tie a bow for the life of me, but you can get this at like a fabric store or any place that you can think of. Like, wedding places. They have this crinoline stuff. Is that what it's called? Crinoline? I think so. And you can go ahead and tie yourself a bow. And I promise you, your bow will look half decent. If you don't even know how to tie a bow, it'll look half decent. And I am bow inept. So this kind of makes me look good. Sometimes. It's not going to be for the show, of course. I say that now. And then I just keep pulling until I kind of get the bow that I like. Like I'm telling you guys, I am so bow inept. It's not even funny. For being a crafter, I should know how to tie bows. But just not very good at it. It's just not my thing, you know. Some of us are good at mixed media. Some of us are good at bows. I'm not good at bows. Just saying. All right, just like that. And one more, just like that. Tulle. It's tulle. Yeah, it's not crinoline. Thank you. All right. Just fluffing it all up. Okay. And then I'm just going to, I just got a funny text from Carrie. There we go. We're just adding a little bit of zip dry. I don't know why I'm laughing now. Okay. And I'm just going to add this right there. And we have one last step to shabby this little puppy up. Okay. Because I find this collection really soft and beautiful. I find that sometimes some of the flowers compared to the paper, if you're creating something like this, are a little bit stark. So I'm going to show you how to do a little whitewash. And a lot of you mixed media experts already probably know this, and that's totally fine. But for those of you that don't, all you need to do is you can take a little bit of gesso, and I just use Liquitex or Golden, either one works, and I just take a little bit. You don't need too much. And what you want to do is you actually want to take a dry brush, and taking a dry brush really does make a difference, you guys. So I'm just going to grab, I have a million brushes, of course, and the one that I want, right, is not here. Isn't that how it kind of works? I'm going to take a dry brush, and I can't believe how dark my room is today. It's like the storm is seriously hindering my show. Doesn't the weather know? Okay. And you take a dry brush and you just kind of take a little bit and then kind of dust some of it off. And then you can go ahead. I'm going to try to do this on camera as much as I can. And you're just going to dry brush it right onto the project. Really, really easy. But what it does is it kind of tones down, like especially for the yellow ones. You just kind of want to tone them down. They're a little bit crazy. Okay, so I just give them a little bit of a whitewash, and same with the leaves. The leaves can be a little bit dark. So I just go ahead and give them a little whitewash, just like so. Okay. Sorry about the light, you guys. And then I'm just adding a little bit of white right there. I don't know if you can see that. I just want to add a little bit of white because it just, it kind of tones everything down. It makes it all shabby chicness. Shabby to the chic, baby. Shabby to the chic. I know. Some of you are not all shabby chicers. Some of you are, you know, and I'm putting a little bit of the white on the blue because the blue is a little bit dark for me. And it's just not my thing. And I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit of white to the nest. Okay, and a little bit of white right there. Some of you are shabby chicers, some of you are just not. Okay, just like that. And guess what? What time is it? Am I right on time? Because look at that, baby. That project is complete, my friends. That project is complete. That is what I've got for you tonight. This is what we got. Is that complete? Do I have anything else that I missed? I don't think so. I feel like I missed something because it was so fast. This is what happens when you prep. It's so shabby to the chic, right? Super duper cute. And I'm like sitting here and you know what? Should I give this away? I think I might just give this away. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? Why don't you all, Carrie, can you maybe have people go over to my blog, and I'll post this little puppy on my blog, and I'll give this puppy away to one of my, if you leave a comment on my blog, and let me know how you liked the show, and I'll pick one lucky winner. What is that? What do you guys think? Yes? How's that sound? Are you guys cool with that? Okay. But that's it. And here's the two projects together so you can see them. Right? So pretty. So pretty and fast and easy. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. What did you guys think? Do you guys have any questions for me? Yes, head over to my blog, leave a comment on my blog, and tomorrow I'll go ahead and I'll pick a winner and I'll send it out to you. I'm only doing this for my first show. I'm not doing this all the time. Just saying. Here, I'm gonna just saying. I'm doing this first time. That's it. No more. Just only once, baby. Whoa, did I just spill some water? Hang on. Nope, we're good. Woo! Okay, I made it through the first live with Prima. Yay! I'm going to stop recording. So thank you all for that came, but let me just stop